Hi girls. So in today's class we're going to start up with the third chapter, that is creativity. Okay. This chapter is entirely based on creativity. So that means you should be knowing the importance of creativity. Okay. So it's very important to be creative. So in this chapter we're going to deal with the various concepts of creativity, right from its definition to what are the elements, okay, what is the importance and how you can go about enhancing creativity. We're also going to see few topics like brainstorming and so on. Okay, so that is again relevant to creativity. So this entire chapter is to deal with creativity. All right, so let's start off with the meaning or definition of creativity. So your textbook says creativity is the power of human mind to create new contents, transforming relations and thereby generating new correlations. Okay, so this is a definition that which is given for creativity. So let's look into the basic meaning, okay, of creativity and certain examples of being creative. Okay, so what is creativity? Creativity is all about the use of your imagination or original ideas to create something new. Okay, so it is not only about creating something which is not at all existing, but it is to come up with some sort of an innovation, okay, in what is existing. So I repeat, creativity is all about the use of imagination, okay, or the original ideas to create something new. All right, so it is an act of turning new and imaginative ideas into reality. So it's not only coming up with new ideas, but it's also up to like implementing these new ideas into reality. Okay, so this creativity is characterized by the ability to perceive the world in new ways. Okay, so creativity is all about being unique, is about being different from that of others. Do you understand, girls? So it's very important to be creative. Okay, it's not even important if you are like good on your scores, if you really have high marks, high intelligence. No, sometimes even people who are highly intelligent fail to be creative in nature. Creativity can come for anybody, be it even if you are not intelligent. Do you understand? So that's how, as far as business field is concerned, people, even if they are not educated, even if they were not successful in like being imparted with knowledge, are being successful today, okay, because of their creativity. Okay, so creative thinking is something which is very important because it's going to bring some kind of a progress, tremendous progress, okay, in every field, because the scope of creativity is something which is large. All right, it can be in in various fields. So coming up with something new, novel is something which is very important. But creativity can differ from one person to another. It cannot be the same with every person. All right, but being creative is something which is very important because that is going to improve your performance and make you give that reach that particular destination or the result or the aim or goal. All right, so even in an organization, when you're working, when you are going to be more creative, then you are going to be more honored, you are going to be given a lot of opportunities and you are going to be a very successful person. Do you understand, girls? So we will look into the various other concepts of creativity now. So first thing that we'll see is the characteristics of creativity. So this is the nature. Okay, if you call yourself creative, possibly you should have all these kind of characteristics in you. So creativity is charactered like this. First one is creativity is universal. Okay, so what's the meaning of being universal? It is everywhere, be it any location that you belong to, whether you are an American, whether you're an Indian, wherever you are, it can still strike to you. Okay, so irrespective of the caste, creed, color, individuals, creativity is something which is there in everybody. It can be in any individual. You understand? So creativity is something which is universal in nature. The next one is creativity is innate as well as acquired. So what is the meaning of innate? Innate is when you possess it by birth, when it is a God-given gift for you, naturally there in you. So creativity is something which can be naturally there in you, as well as it can be something which you can acquire out of knowledge, experience also. Okay, so some sort of a training, all that when you undergo, you can still get that creativity in you. Okay, it can be both. It can be something which is there for you as a God-given gift, or something that which can be acquired also because of knowledge and experience. Alright, then creativity produces something new or novel. Yes, of course, creativity comes up with something which is new. Okay, but not always it is necessarily new, because in today's world we are using so many stuffs, and we cannot say this was not there in the past and it is something which is coming newly into existence. Do you understand? Now if you take into consideration a decade back, sorry, 100 years back, a century back, possibly cell phones were not there, but it is coming to existence now. That is something which is new. But then creativity can also be an innovation, wherein supposing the cell phone is there, but coming up every day with an additional feature or attribute is also a creativity. Do you understand? So it's not necessarily creating something new, it can also be about novel ideas, coming up with innovations. Next one is creativity as a wide scope. Yes, creativity is not confined to one field as such. It can have a very wide scope. That is, it can be in writing poems. It can also be in writing stories. It can also be in performance fields like dance, drama, music. Okay, it can be a painting. It can be in leadership. Anything. The scope of this one is quite wide, and everywhere you can really have creativity. Then the next point is creativity involves open thinking and will be adventurous in nature. Okay, so creativity needs to have open thinking, broad mindedness. You should not be narrow minded. Okay, one of the most important characteristics of creativity is to be broad minded, open thinking person. Okay, and you should be adventurous. So whatever you confront, you should be able to take it, and you should have that complete freedom to accept it. The next one is creativity and anxiety